And I said, I never know what Penny is going to say this morning. So she has asked that instead of talking only to the children, she speak to the entire congregation. She thought that was only appropriate. And I do want you to notice she's wearing a special farewell dress that was designed and sewn for her by Ruth Harper. And also, these roses were given by the Harpers to Penny.
Tie around the neck. Good morning, boys and girls, men and women. This is a hard day for me. It all started with my mom. She told me we were moving right during church. I knew nothing about it beforehand. I was not asked. I was not consulted. She told me right when you heard it too. And that was not a good way to break the news.
Penny, we've been through this before.
Yes, we have, and I had a very good idea.
Yes.
I said it would be a really good idea if you apologized.
Yes, and I did apologize, so drop it, Penny. Drop it.
Okay, so then I decided that was her decision. My decision would be to stay. And then I realized since I was only 6, I wasn't ready to do all my own cooking, and I wasn't ready to do my own laundry, and I wasn't ready to make sure I was off to school on time. So then I decided, all right, I will share the condo with whomever comes next. And then I heard that Pastor Pat likes bullfrogs. Bullfrogs, the kind that goes ribbit, 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 all night long. And I knew that wasn't going to work. So then I said to my Grandma Ruth and Uncle Don, could I stay with you? It was my plan to be so helpful that they wouldn't know what to do without me. And I didn't say anything. I just stayed the week, and I was very polite, and I collected the eggs. I did all my chores, and I hoped at the end of the week they'd say, don't go, Penny. You have to stay with us. And I would have said, of course I will. But that's not what happened. The weekend ended, and they said, I hope you're enjoying your stay, Penny. And I said, I am. And nothing more was said. So then I said, could I stay with you, please? And then Grandma Ruth held me, and she said, no, Penny, you can't stay here. And she said, I love you too much to let you stay. And then she cried, and then I cried, and then Uncle Don came in and said, what are you two blubbering about? So then what she told me was, she said, Penny, I've been where you are. Remember, I lived in Iowa. I love those people in Iowa. And if I had stayed in Iowa, I would never have met you. I would never have been ever to the church on the Cape. And so then she said, you have to hope. You have to hope that what God has in store is something good, because he loves you so, so much. And then she said, but Penny, don't just wait in an easy chair. she said, while you're waiting, do things for others. Think of things you can do to help people. Try to make other people happy. And I knew, even though I didn't want to hear any of those words, I knew she was right. And so now I say goodbye. And come on up here, Mr. Lord. Mr. Lord. He was dozing. Come on up. I want you to know that it's no coincidence that his last name is Lord, because to me, he's been God with skin on. And he always believed in me, and he always loved me. And I told him what I wanted more than anything was to be world famous. And he said, I can do that for you, Penny. And he did. And he did. And now he said that when I went to Brunswick, he'd still take me, make me famous, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's thank Mr. Lord for making me famous. Thank you, Penny. Thank you. I'll miss you. I love you, kids. Thank you.